The transfer window just opened, and right now nobody fully knows what the rules are. Sounds insane, but it's true. FIFA tried capping agent fees at 3%. Clubs loved it. Agents hated it, so agents sued and won. Courts in England, Germany, and Spain all ruled the cap illegal. FIFA suspended it. Europe's top court still hasn't issued a final ruling, which means this summer, agent fees are completely uncapped, no ceiling, whatever the market will pay. It gets messier. The Premier League's old spending rules, the ones that caused point deductions, are being replaced by a new system called the squad cost ratio. It caps how much of a club's revenue can go to wages and transfers, but it doesn't fully kick in until next season, so this window is happening in a legal gray zone. Speaking of unresolved rules, remember Manchester City's 115 charges? The hearing ended over 16 months ago. There's still no verdict. Lawyers think appeals could push the final outcome 2 more years away. Every rival club is negotiating transfers right now without knowing what actually counts as cheating. Now let's follow the real money, the World Cup. FIFA doesn't just sell tickets, it runs its own resale platform and takes 15% from the buyer and 15% from the seller. That's basically a 30% cut on a single resold ticket. Want better seats? There's a hospitality package for the final that costs $4 million. It includes standing on the pitch during the trophy ceremony. Normally, that's reserved for players and presidents. Across this 4-year cycle, FIFA's on track to make $13 billion. Here's the twist. The World Cup itself isn't even the biggest piece of that. TV rights alone bring in more than $4 billion, more than hospitality and sponsorship combined. Now zoom into the clubs. Barcelona looks fine on the surface, new stadium, star signings, but their actual debt sits just under €2 billion. Add the stadium renovation and you're near $3.5 billion. They still owe other clubs money from transfers made years ago, and they're under investigation for paying a former referees official €8 million over 17 years, with no paperwork explaining why. Then there's multi-club ownership, one owner controlling several teams. Manchester City and Manchester United are linked through their owners' wider business networks. It got suspicious enough that regulators forced a written promise: no transfers between them, no shared scouting, no quiet cooperation. Think about that. The rules had to spell out "don't help each other" because nobody trusted them not to. Even stadium names are deceiving. The Bernabeu, after a €1 billion rebuild, is worth about $20 million a year in naming rights. Barcelona's shirt sponsor pays more than 3 times that for logo space on a piece of fabric. The shirt is worth more than the building. Then there's the geopolitics. Saudi Arabia's wealth fund is quietly pulling out of golf, esports, even a Rugby World Cup bid. Newcastle United, untouched. Meanwhile, that same fund just sold a majority stake in Al Hilal to a Saudi prince, shuffling ownership between royals. And Saudi Arabia is paying FIFA roughly $1 billion for World Cup broadcast rights, while also sponsoring the tournament through its oil company. Same country, 3 different roles. Even the taxman is circling. UK authorities have clawed back hundreds of millions of dollars from football in 5 years, with hundreds of open investigations into clubs, players, and agents. New laws landing in 2027 will close one of football's oldest tricks for good. So here's the truth. This transfer window isn't just about who signs where. It's billions moving through loopholes, lawsuits, and quiet political deals, most of it happening while everyone else is just reading the headlines. If this opened your eyes even a little, subscribe, because this is just the surface.